and I want to get going today with our neck rolls. All right, so I'm going to be using the stopwatch on my phone today, so I hope none of you think that I'm texting or anything like that. Just using my stopwatch. So we're going to get 30 seconds in each direction on our neck rolls here. All right, we're going to get started in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Just going at a nice range of motion. And with this stretch, this is one that you want to take slower. No need to do our neck rolls going 80 miles an hour. There we go. We're going to switch in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and switch. There we go.
Chris, I can't get on.
What's wrong?
No, it's a mess.
Hold on. Do you have two devices? Mary, do you have two devices going at once? Because I'm getting a lot of feedback from your speaker. Go ahead and relax, guys. Go ahead and relax. All right, so Mary, I muted you there, Mary, because I was getting a lot of feedback over my speaker there. All right, so let's go ahead and relax. Let's go ahead and relax. Now, let's move. And Mary, you asked me another question here. Hopefully I don't get as much feedback as I did there. I had to mute you there. But anyway, let's go to our shrugs. Okay, I wanted to get our shrugs here. So we're just bringing the shoulder up to the earlobe and back down. All right, we're going to go for 30 seconds here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Go ahead and shrug up to the earlobe. Got my 30 seconds going. All right. So Mary, I can see you just fine. Can you see me okay? So I have you muted because of all the feedback I got when you unmuted yourself. So I apologize. We got 10 seconds left here, just doing our shrugs. 3, 2, 1, relax, good. Now, our next exercise here is going to be our shoulder circles. All right, if you remember from me talking about before, our shrugs are going to be really neck-based and shoulder. So now I want to move into the shoulder a little bit more. All right, so our shoulder circles here, I'll turn to the side, just drawing circles in the air with those shoulders. All right, I'll start the timer. We're going to go for about 20 seconds in each direction here. Make sure we're pinching the shoulders back each and every time we get the opportunity to do so. And pay attention to which direction you're going as well. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Same thing. There we go. Got about 5 seconds left here. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. Now, our next exercise is one that we're very familiar with. It's going to be our standing torso twist. Okay, so for 30 seconds, we're just going to go ahead and twist our torso. Keep those feet planted on the ground. Go ahead. There we go. Going to have quite a bit of twisting in here again today. Man, I must have some pet dander in my nose because I just want to sneeze. Excuse me. All right, got about 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, relax. Very good. Now our next exercise here, if you want to find a wall or a chair for some extra stability, go ahead. It's going to be our lateral leg swing. Okay, now typically I know that we have done in the past where I talk about how direction is very important, and it is, right? Being balanced in terms of direction. So normally we do forward, backward, and lateral. Today I want to skip forward, backward because of time. All right, so we're just gonna get both legs, 45 seconds on each leg here. All right, going back and forth in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? There we go. So we're going left to right, left to right. There we go. And notice how my swing leg is crossing my plant leg. Want to get that full range of motion here. Remember, we're going for 45 seconds. And this motion isn't quite mimicking both of the lateral exercises that we'll be doing, but it is getting the muscle group that we're going to be using ready to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now I'm going to kind of take a couple steps here, and the reason why is because we just had our plant leg hold our body up for 45 seconds, so let that leg kind of shake out a little bit, and then we're going to go into the same thing on the other leg. All right, same lateral leg swing in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Very good. We're 15 seconds in. Got 30 left. Very good. We have one more warm up to do before we get into our workout. We've got a lot of things on the plan today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. So just kind of let yourselves walk around a little bit, step around a little bit, let that plant leg kind of loosen back up. All right. And this next exercise is going to be it's going to be one that we've done in our cardio superset in the past weeks. All right. It's just going to be our crossbody punch. All right. Because that's going to help us loosen up a lot of the muscle groups that I want to be using later on in the workout. Okay, so the crossbody punch is going to be for 45 seconds, okay? And we're just going to go with or without weight. I'm not going to have us do any sort of band work with this one, all right? And we're going to go with the feet still. I'm not going to have us add the cardio side step. Unless you really want to do the cardio side step, you can, all right? But I'm just going to have us go with our feet planted on the ground here, all right? So we're going to go, if we remember crossbody punch, we're twisting to the side. Belly button's coming with the weight, okay? We're gonna get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Make sure we're getting that good twisting in there. So already we're complementing that standing torso twist that we had from earlier. This is gonna help get our shoulders working as well because we're fighting gravity as we stick those arms out. Getting those chest muscles ready to go here, which we're going to be using as well. And hopefully we're getting those head bobs in here as well, turning it into a lower body workout as well. Got 15 seconds left, and then we'll be moving into our first superset. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. So hopefully we got the heart rate up a little bit there, and we're going to move into our first superset. Now, this first superset is going to be our hip abduction exercise. It's going to have it in there, all right? And that's where we have those options that I mentioned before, those 3 options. So the first one is where we will be seated in our chair, and we can have our band in a sort of a loop around our knees. And that's one where you're gonna, if you don't have a band that's a nice loop like this on its own, all right, you're gonna have to hold it like I do. So I'm just gonna place it always above the knee, never below the knee on an exercise like this. And we're just pressing the legs out and getting the outside of the thigh to work there, okay? Now, the second option is gonna be just like our lateral leg swing from earlier, all right, except we're not letting the swing leg cross the plant leg anymore, okay? So I'm just going to kick the leg out, raise it laterally, and then come right back to the plant leg. We will get 10 reps on each side of the body as we normally do for that exercise. Now the last option, the third option, is doing that same lateral leg raise, but with resistance. So if I want to add resistance, I'm going to take my band and I'm going to fold it in half. Hopefully you can see what I've got going there. All right, just took the band and folded it in half. And I'm going to place the end of the band that has the two handles on the floor near my chair or near my wall, whatever I'm using to keep myself stable. And I'm going to step on both of those ends. All right, so now I've created this loop. I can stick my leg through, and now I can do my lateral leg raise against resistance. Now you've probably noticed this in the past. I'm not coming all the way back to my plant leg because then I lose tautness with the band, and then all of a sudden I've lost the band's position on my ankle. All right, so with that option, you will also get 10 reps on each side. Remember, if you choose the isometric band hold in the chair, I'll have you hold that for however long it takes me to get through 10 reps on each side with options 2 and 3. Now, the second exercise that I would like to pair with this is going to be a lot less complicated, right? It's just going to be a lateral leg raise, or lateral arm raise here. So 2 lateral raises in 1 superset. So we're just going to raise up to till our arms make a T, and then come back down. And we're going to do those non-eccentrically. Both exercises non-eccentric. So we're just going to get 15 reps and move on, okay, with the lateral arm raise, okay? So I would actually like to start with the lateral arm raise today, okay? So that'll be the first exercise. We're going to get 2 sets of each here. So lateral arm raise to start. That could be with weights, without weights, okay? Totally up to you. We're going to get 15 non-eccentric reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? So we're coming up to the T. Make a T with the body and back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember going to 15, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good. So 15 reps for that one. Now we're only going to get 10 reps for this one if you choose either options 2 or 3. So for those of us who are picking options 1 or 3, right? So either the band around the knees or using the band to make a resistance for the leg raise, okay? Whichever one you want, I'm going to give you a couple seconds to get set up here. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple seconds to get set up. So again, we have the seated with the band around the knees. We have the leg raise with no band. And then we have the leg raise with the band. All right, so I'll give us a few more seconds to get set up. And then we're going to go ahead and count 10 reps on each side for those of us doing options 2 and 3. If you're doing the seated option, I need you to hold it for however long it takes me to get through those 20 reps. All right? So we're going to go ahead and get started with set 1 of 2 here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? We're kicking it out and back in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's go ahead and switch legs here. Those of us who are using the band, I'm going to give you an extra couple seconds to kind of shift sides. All right. And then we're going to get 10 more raises On the other leg, I'll do this one with the band here. All right, we're gonna get started in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? We're kicking it out and back in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now, everybody relax, no matter which option we're doing. All right, we're going to go back to the lateral arm raise here. All right, hopefully I've been saying them right. Going to the lateral arm raise. A lot of lateral. All right, now again, we're going to get 15 reps here. This is going to be our last set of this exercise. Okay, 15 non-eccentric reps in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? We're coming up and back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember, we're going to 15, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, last rep of this one, and 15. Good. So let's go ahead and knock out this last set of our hip abduction choice. All right. For those of us who want to do options 1 or 3 with the band, I'm going to give us a second to get set up here. There we go. And we're going to get 10 leg raises here, lateral leg raises on each side in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? We're going to kick it out and back in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Let's go ahead and switch legs. Those of us who are using the band for that leg raise, I'm going to give us an extra couple seconds. All right. And then we're going to get our last 10 leg raises. I'm going to count us down from 5 here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hopefully we're set. We're going to get 10 more reps here. Ready? Coming out and back in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Let's go ahead and relax. Now, I think we had another person add, even after I wrote that number down, so I'm going to take a second. Yeah, there we go. Hi, Paula. There we go. All right, that means we're at 10. So let's go ahead and get our second superset started. Our first exercise here that we'll do is going to be our pillow squeeze. All right, that's just going to be 45 seconds. Not going to have any options for that one. Our second exercise is going to be a shrug. Okay, so kind of capitalizing on that movement that we were doing in the warm-up with the shrug. Now, this one can be done with no weight, with weight, or a band. If you're going to go with the band here, all right, let me switch my camera over so I can see what I'm doing for myself. All right, if we want to go with the band here, I'm going to set up that double leg anchor, so both feet on the middle of the band, and now I'm in position to do my shrug. Just pull the band handles up as you're bringing your shoulders to the earlobe, okay? So we're gonna get 15 reps on that exercise, okay? We're gonna get 15 reps on that one. Remember, it's only 2 sets. So I wanna get started with our pillow squeeze, like I said before. So I've got my handy dandy couch pillow here, and we're gonna get set up for 45 seconds. All right, in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Go ahead. Now really squeeze that pillow here. This is an exercise where the difficulty is entirely up to you here. All right? Hopefully we're just trying to squeeze all the stuffing out of that pillow here. Let's keep our breathing as well. We always want to breathe during an isometric contraction. And hopefully we're sitting up nice and tall as well. We've got 15 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. That's 1 set down. So we've done the outside. Now we're working on the inside of the thigh. Let's go ahead and get our 15 shrugs. So again, no weight, or band, entirely up to you. Either way, we're going to be pulling those shoulders up to those earlobes. All right, not eccentrically. Hopefully I said that before. We're going to knock out 15 reps together here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? We're coming up and back down. That's 1, 2, 3. Nice and controlled reps. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, going to 15, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good. There we go. We can set whatever we have down there. We're going to get our last 45 seconds of pillow squeeze. All right. Last 45 seconds of pillow squeeze. Let me fix my angle. There we go. We're going to squeeze the stuffing out of this thing here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Keep breathing. Keep sitting up nice and tall. Squeeze that pillow as hard as you can for as long as you can. Make that inner thigh work. My legs are already shaking. Keep that breathing. We're doing good. We're doing really good on time too. We're already 2 supersets down almost. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. So that's already it for the pillow. We do not need the pillow anymore the rest of the workout. I'm going to move this chair off to the side and let's knock out our, oh, I just found a pin on the floor. One of Eleanor's pins. That's good. I didn't step on that with my bare foot. All right. Let's go to our shrugs. All right. 15 reps up to the earlobe and back down, non-eccentrically. All right. We're going to get started in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? We're coming up and back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember, we're going to 15, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good. Now, let's go ahead and get a sip of water if you need it. My brain's locked into wanting to do that climbing method of counting rather than just going up by 1s and 2s. All right, get a sip of water. Now this next exercise, this next superset, is going to have an exercise in it that we haven't done a lot this summer, maybe twice, maybe 2, maybe 3 times. It's going to be our Russian twist. Okay, now I'm going to have modifications for this one. So I want to start off by just talking about the on the floor version. So I'm going to get my mat out for this one. And if you remember, I always have us go for, sorry about that slam on the floor. I always have us go for time on the Russian twist anymore. I don't really go for number of reps, all right? So in this case, the difficulty is going to be up to you, and the way that you modulate that is going to be the pace that you follow. So if we're going to go on the floor, you can have your feet, hopefully you can see that, you can have your feet on the ground, or you can raise them up. I would not cross them. A lot of people cross their feet when they do the Russian twist, all right? But I want us to keep our legs even, nice alongside each other. And what I'm going to do is you can go with a weight or without a weight. I'm just going to touch either my hands or that weight on the floor next to my hips, okay? And you notice I'm going nice and slow, and that's because I'm fighting gravity on the way down here. So I'm turning this into if I have a weight, that's obviously providing the resistance, but I'm also taking advantage of that gravity trying to pull me down. I'm trying to fight that. So however long you take to come down is up to you. Just know the longer it takes, the harder it's going to be, okay? Now we will do that one for 30 seconds, okay? That's the floor version. Now let me get my mat out of the way so I can show the chair version. We've done the chair version before, okay? I'm going to show you from the side here because what we do with our back is going to be important. It's going to help modulate the difficulty. So with the Russian twist, one of the things that makes it difficult is leaning back and forcing your body to stay upright, forcing your core muscles to work. So what I would do in this case, and this is up to you, I would sit myself more on the edge of the chair like this. See how I've got this space here? Hopefully you can see what I've got there. Got that space, okay? And then I'm gonna lean back. Take advantage of the back of the chair. Hopefully you don't have stools there. Hopefully you're not using a stool, all right? But take advantage of the back of the chair. Now, again, I can have my feet on the floor or off, your choice, and I'm just gonna touch the left side of the seat, then I'm gonna touch the right side of the seat, okay? Going back and forth at my own pace here, okay? Back and forth at my own pace, and that way you're following the same thing that we're having you do on the floor if that's what you choose. Now, that's just one exercise. The second exercise that we're gonna do is gonna be a hamstring choice, all right? First one that we wanna do can be the RDL, okay? Nice and simple, just keep the back straight, come down to that mid shin, and back up, okay? The other option I want us to have is our glute bridge. So this is gonna be our floor option, all right? So if we remember the glute bridge, we're gonna be on the floor on our back, and I'm gonna have my knees bent with my knees pointing up to the ceiling. What I'm gonna do is drive my heels into the ground, and I'm gonna push my hips up as far as I can to the ceiling, and also try to pinch my glutes together. So when I say pinch the glutes together, I almost want you to imagine that your glutes are your shoulder blades, all right? When I tell you to pinch your shoulders back, I want you to do the same thing with your glute muscles here, okay? Now, how I'm gonna do this with the hamstring choice, I'm gonna make that at your own pace as well, okay? Whether you're doing RDL, whether you're doing glute bridge. I would love for you to get 15 reps, but those exercises don't sync well. Okay, so I want us to just do whichever we want at our own pace. I'm going to give us 45 seconds. Hopefully you can get 15 reps in. If you get more, great. Okay, so I'm going to start us off with the Russian twist here. Okay, either on the floor or in the chair. And if you have any questions, let me know, because both those options, you know, kind of, there might be a lot there. So if you have a question, let me know. Just shout out. But I'm going to set this timer for 30 seconds here. We're going to go Russian twist at our own pace. All right, we're going to get started in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Going for 30 seconds. If you have a weight or not, just touch that floor. Take advantage of gravity here. Remember, you can have feet on or off, whether you're in a chair or on the floor. We got 10 seconds left. Take your time touching that floor. Make your body fight gravity. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. Go ahead and relax. Now, our next option, hamstring choice. I want to go right into it. So remember, glute bridge or RDL, totally your choice. I'm going to set the timer for 45 seconds. I want you to aim for 15 reps here. If you get more, that's great. If you don't get to 15, that's totally fine. All right? Just get as many in as you can. I'm going with the glute bridge here. We're going to get started in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? There we go. Hamstring choice. Get as many reps as you can here in this 45 seconds. There we go, following your own pace. If you're doing that glute bridge, pinch those glutes when you get to the top. There we go. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. So that's one set down of each. Now, when we go back to the Russian twist, I'm going to do the one in the chair this time. I want to give equal attention to both of these today. So let me get my mat out of the way here. Go ahead and get yourself in position for your Russian twist while I get my chair set up. And we're going to knock out 30 more seconds here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Go ahead. Remember, you can have your feet on or off. Just don't cross them. Nice, slow and controlled. Three, 2, 1, relax. Good, go ahead and relax. Now for our hamstring choice, our last set, again, I'm giving us 45 seconds. This time I'm gonna do the RDL, okay? So go ahead and get yourself set up. We're gonna get 45 more seconds here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Go ahead. Go at your own pace, as many reps as you can in 45 seconds. There we go. Keep breathing no matter which one you're doing. Three, 2, 1, relax. Good. Now, go ahead and get a sip of water here if you need it. I want to go into our final superset, our fourth superset of the day, which, if we remember from recent classes, has always been our cardio superset, okay? Now, I don't know about you all, but I want to make sure that we're getting as many different types of movement as we can. I don't want to just do the cardio side step every single day until the end of next week, which is the last session, all right? So I'm going to try to have us do a couple different foot movements here. So the first one I'm going to have us do is just going to be a forward and backward step, all right? Now, again, just like always, this cardio is going to be at your own pace. You're going as fast as you're comfortable, hopefully still getting a good challenge out of it. So I'm just going to take 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, all right? Just like our monster walk just now, we're just not getting low. All right, we're just getting a nice athletic position, and we're just taking 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Now, I want to add something to this, okay? So I'm going to go to my upper body, and this is where we get a little bit more of the resistance out of this cardio superset, which is where I'm more knowledgeable, right? So I'm going to add 2 options here, okay? We're not going to be doing both. I want you to pick one, okay? The first one here is every time you take your 2 steps, I want you to press up, and then when you take your 2 steps, I want you to come back down. That can be no weight or weight. Obviously, a resistance band is not going to work for this one, all right? Now, if we don't want to go overhead, we can also go out. Take your steps, press out. It's like you're doing your bench press, all right? I'll show you from the side. Take your steps out. When you come back in, bring your arms back in, all right? Every time you step back, you're bringing your arms back in or you're bringing them down, depending on which upper body option you choose, okay? That's gonna be for 45 seconds when we do that set. Now, like always, we're gonna go from one exercise right into the other, okay? So this one, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more explaining. I'm gonna show you my lower body. So what I wanna do is I wanna stick with this forward-backward type direction that we're going in, okay? So what I'm gonna do here is you see my feet here, hopefully, all right? My feet are in a parallel stance, so they're just one right next to the other. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my right foot and I'm gonna put it right in front of my left, all right? So I'm stepping diagonally in front of my left foot, then I'm gonna go right back to the start. Then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Left foot goes over the right and back, all right? So here's what it's gonna look like. We're just gonna step diagonally in front and then step back, okay? Step diagonally in front and step back. Now this is where we can kind of turn this into the forward-backward steps that we've done as a lower body choice before, okay? The farther you step out, the more force you're gonna have to exert on the floor to get back into your starting position. And if you wanna turn this into a full-on lunge, go ahead, all right? You make this as difficult as you want it to be, okay? Or you can just stick with the normal step, okay? So when we do this diagonal front step, we're not going to be doing anything with the lower body. We're going to hold our weight or our hands close to our chest, okay? Going to hold it close to our chest, give those arms a rest. So that will also be for 45 seconds. I would like to get 3 sets of each here, okay? 3 sets of each, just keep our body moving, okay? So I'm going to get us started. That's going to equate to 4.5 minutes of movement total. All right, so I want to get us started with the forward-backward choice with either going up or out, okay? We're going to get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? So whichever one you want, pressing out, we're going forward and backward, forward and backward. Every time you step forward, you're going up or out. Totally your choice. So here's where we're getting that shoulder work again. We're getting that gravity. It's trying to pull that weight down, especially when you're pushing that thing out in front. Really make your chest muscles work here. If you're going out, if you're going up, make those shoulders work. Let's keep that breathing here as well. Okay, we're gonna transition to the diagonal step here, okay? Keep going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, diagonal step. So just step in front of the leg. Just step in front of the opposite leg here, okay? There we go. Go at your own pace. Doesn't have to be a large step. That step can be as large as you want. Hopefully those arms are resting. We're already 20 seconds into this one. We're gonna transition back to the forward-backward step with the presses in 15 seconds. We're already 1 set down almost here. I'm gonna count you down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Transition back to the forward backward. There we go. Let me get my angle fixed again. There you go. Now you can see getting that press. Every time you step forward, getting that press either up or out. There we go. Hopefully we keep that breathing. Got 15 seconds before we go back to the diagonal step here. I'm going to count you down. We're going to transition. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Diagonal step. Let those arms rest. All right, let's change my angle. There we go. Just step in front of that other leg. This is our second time through. We're going to go one more time through, and then we're off to the cool down. Got 15 seconds left before we go back to our forward backward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to the forward backward. There we go. I'll change my angle here. There we go. Very nice. This is our last time through on this one. Hopefully we're still going at a pace that can challenge us here, but we're still comfortable. We got 20 seconds left on this one. I'm watching us on those little bubbles, on those little squares up there. It looks like we're all coming in to give each other hugs there. As we come up close, those of us who are doing the chest press, we're going to transition here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Diagonal step. Let those arms rest. Let me fix my angle. There we go. Just stepping in front of the other foot. And we'll go a little bit over because I took us a little bit over time on that last set. Well, this is our last time through, and then we're going to cool down. We're doing great. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and relax. Very good. How do we feel about that superset? Pretty good. I see some thumbs. I see some thumbs. I see some fists in the air. There we go. Good. Good. I'm glad that went well. Again, just trying out different foot patterns, honestly, is what I'm doing. Just what's a new foot pattern we can do so we're not doing the same thing every day. All right, so I'm glad that we liked it. Let's get a sip of water here if we need it, kind of let ourselves catch our breath. But I would like to get started on our cool down here. So we were a little bit neck focused, and I want to continue that in the cool down. I want to get our 4-way neck tilt. Okay, 4-way neck tilt. So I'm going to go either side here, and then we're going to go forward and backward. Now, we're going to get 30 seconds in each direction. Okay, so just tilt to either side here. We'll go lateral to start. Go ahead. I'm going to turn my ceiling fan on. I'm getting warm. There we go. Let's get a nice neck tilt to the side here. Hopefully we're keeping our breathing here. Three, 2, 1. Relax. Let's go ahead and shift over to their side here. Still going lateral. There we go. Let's get that nice neck stretch in there. Those shrugs work those neck muscles more than we will realize. So I want to make sure we're complementing that here in the cool down. 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, now to finish off the 4-way, I want to go forward first, then backward second. Okay, so again, Like I said in the past, I want you to go to a range of motion that's comfortable for you, okay? If something hurts, don't go past that range of motion, okay? So we're gonna go forward first for 30 seconds. Go ahead. And I had a question. Somebody asked me why we should stretch forward and backward on the neck too, and it was actually an answer that Kelsey gave a while back is, you know, if you ever in a situation where your head is pushed in a direction it's not ready for, like say maybe you get rear-ended in a car and your head whips back, if those neck muscles are strong through that range of motion, you're a little less likely to have that neck injury that would accompany that violent head jolt. 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, now here's where we want to be extra careful. Bringing the head back. All right, remember to keep breathing here as well. Go ahead. All right, and right here, this is the one that's going to help us if we ever get hurt, if we ever get our head snaps back violently for some reason. You want to make sure that those muscles are going to be prepared for it, that they're strong in that range of motion, and that they're able to push through this range of motion comfortably. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. It's really hard for me to talk and breathe in that one. Okay, so now this next stretch here is going to be an overhead tricep stretch. Okay, overhead tricep, because we got a lot of extension of that elbow here. I want to make sure that we are getting that tricep taken care of. So I'm going to bring my arm over and I'm just going to gently, ever so gently pull that elbow back. Okay, we're going to go for 30 seconds here. There we go. 30 seconds. Just get that nice tricep stretch. Very nice. 3, 2, 1, relax. Let's go ahead and switch sides. And I should have said it on that last set. There we go, 30 more seconds. So remember to breathe. Whenever those arms are above shoulder height, that changes the pressure gradients around our lungs, and it's going to make it tougher to breathe. So we got to focus on it. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. Now this next stretch here is going to be a little more lower body focus. It's going to be our standing groin stretch. And in the past, the way I've done this one is we get into a nice wide stance, and I'm going to throw a whole minute on the timer, and I'm going to have you go back and forth between stretching the left leg and then stretching the right leg. Remember, going for the groin and the inner thigh here, okay? So I'm going to have you switch off at your own pace. I've got my minute started here. Go ahead. And the reason why I have you switch is because when I'm leaning to the right, which is what I'm doing right now, I'm stretching my left leg, but almost my whole body weight is being put on this other leg here, all right, the one that's not being stretched. And I don't want to make those muscles work any harder than they have to in the cool down. Right? It's all about coming down from the exercise state. So when you feel that load-bearing leg get tired, I want you to switch off and start stretching the other one. For some of us, that might be every 5 seconds we feel that leg get tired. Some of us might not feel the leg get tired at all. We still got 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, relax. Very good. So we'll come out of that wide stance. I know that's not a very comfortable stance. I understand. I'm going to get this chair out of the way. And we're going to go to a wall here. All right, we're going to go to a wall, which means I'm visiting Kramer over here. And we're going to go to that same wall chest stretch that we've been doing pretty consistently lately. Okay, so we're going to get 30 seconds on the clock. Place that hand behind us on the wall here, and then just turn away. All right. We're gonna go for 30 seconds on each side. Go ahead. Man, I'm just fighting off sneezes the whole day. I think it's the August allergies starting up. August is my worst month for allergies. I'm gonna be sneezing. 3, 2, 1, relax. Let's go ahead and switch arms. I'm gonna go on this part of the wall, so I'm not turning my back on you. Here we go, we'll get 30 more seconds. We're doing great. Got 10 seconds left, and then we're gonna go to either the floor or the chair. 3, 2, 1, relax. Very good. So, like I just said, oops, stepped on something kind of sharp. These little pins on the floor from Eleanor. Sorry about that. Let's go find a chair or get our mats out again. We're gonna go to our Hollywood stretch here. Complement that twisting that we've been doing. So again, if we wanna do Hollywood in the chair, we're gonna turn our body all the way to the side. Let me get my angle fixed. There we go. We're gonna turn our body all the way to the side. So now I'm facing my left, then I'm gonna twist to my right. When I wanna get the other side, turn the whole body to the right, and twist to the left. All right, and then we can do the same thing on the floor. Go ahead and stick one leg out, cross the other leg over, then we'll use the elbow as leverage here. Get a twist to either side. We're gonna go for 30 seconds on both sides here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Keep that breathing. So posture is going to be a little less important here. Okay. Obviously, because we're twisting, I still want to make sure that we're not sitting hunched over though. Let's try to stay nice and tall. 3, 2, 1, relax. Very good. Now let's go ahead and get to the other side. Ooh, same thing here, 30 more seconds. Oh, you know what? I just realized I skipped a stretch. I'm supposed to get one stretch before this one in my plan. That's all right. We'll go back and do that one next. Ten seconds left. Complementing all that twisting that we did earlier. 3, 2, 1, relax. All right. So let's go back and get the one that I skipped on accident. All right, so that's gonna be the hamstring stretch on the chair. Okay, so I'm gonna turn to the side and we're gonna do the one with the knee bent today. I don't think we have time. Oh, maybe we do. Maybe we can do the double feature on the hamstring. I think we have time. So I'm gonna get my angle fixed so you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna get I'll do my left leg first. I'm gonna start out with the knee bent here. Okay, I'm gonna get a good straight back lean. I'm gonna reach for my toe here. All right, we're gonna get 40 seconds stretching that hamstring with the knee bent here. Okay, hopefully we can see what I got going on. 40 seconds here. Keep that back as straight as you can. And the lean is what's really gonna help us. The reach is going to help too, but the leaning of the torso is what's going to get that stretch going the most. Got 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and let's stay on the same leg here. Okay, so let's do how we did this last time. Stay on the same leg. So I just did my left leg. I'm going to stay on the left leg. I'm now going to stretch with the leg straight. Okay, so I'm going to straighten that knee out. And I'm going to reach for the toe here. All right, go ahead. We're going to go for 30 seconds. Stay on that same leg here. And you can have your knee slightly bent. You never, ever want to completely lock a joint out. Keep that breathing. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. So let's go ahead and switch legs here. So you just have to stick one leg out, bring the other back. I'm going to switch sides so that my working leg stays in the camera angle. There we go. So now I'm doing my right leg this time. So my knee is going to be bent. And I'm going to reach for my toe with my back as straight as I can. This one's for 40 seconds. Keep that breathing. Try to keep that posture as best you can. We've still got 10 seconds to go here. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. Now, same leg. All right, same leg. I'm just going to straighten the knee. Again, never lock it out. We're going to keep that back straight and lean or reach for the toe. All right. 30 seconds here on this one. About halfway through, and then we'll get our last stretch of the day in, just in time, under the hour. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. So this last stretch here is another one that can be done either in the chair or on the floor. It's going to be our figure 4 stretch. So I'll do this one facing straight on. All right, I think that the frontal view will be a lot more helpful in the sagittal view or the side view. So it's going to be our figure 4 or pigeon stretch. This is going to get the outside of the thigh, which is the first thing that we worked on in the workout today. So I'm just going to have one leg that's going to be bent, but it's going to be more extended out in front of me. I'm going to cross the other leg out. So this is the one on the floor here, okay? And then to get the stretch to be a little bit better, I'm going to keep my ankle at a 90-degree angle, and then I'm going to bring my knee closer to my shirt. All right, so maybe I will show the side view here. So I just got the knee, bringing that leg closer to my shirt, getting the outside of the thigh stretched. Okay, we're gonna get 30 seconds on each side. Now, if we wanna go in the chair, I have a different name for this one. I call it the waiting room stretch. All right, you might all remember that from last time, the waiting room stretch. So, just gonna be sitting up nice and tall in the chair, all right? And I'm going to cross one leg over the other, okay? If we can't quite get the leg all the way up, just kind of try to get it in front of the knee or get it elevated a little bit and hold it, all right? Now, where we're gonna get more stretch with the seated version is with our lean. If we lean forward, same thing with the hamstring, we're gonna get more stretch if we lean forward here, okay? So either one is gonna be a great stretch. Let's get 30 seconds on each side here. In 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Getting that outside of the thigh with either the pigeon or the waiting room or the figure 4. It has a lot of names. Remember, with those toes, with that leg that you're stretching, keep those toes pointed up or out. Just you want to have that ankle to be at a 90-degree angle. Don't let the foot just hang there. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. So let's go ahead and go to the other side here. Just going to bring the other leg up and over that knee. We're going to get 30 more seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Remember, if we're on the floor, try to bring that leg as close to your chest as you can. Keep that breathing. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. So that's all that I have for you for today. I hope that you enjoyed that work.